Welcome to NeuroNoodle's Neurofeedback and Neuropsychology podcast featuring tech legend Jake Gunkelman. He's the man who has read well over 500,000 brain scans, and Dr. Marie Swingle, author of iMinds. Our goal is to provide information and promote options for better mental health. The NeuroNoodle Podcast is supported by listeners and businesses just like you. But I was hoping to do something for Thanksgiving. There's a lot of articles that come up with holidays and mental health. Is Thanksgiving a time to be thankful? If you got nobody around, then you're not so thankful.
It's also eating disorder season 2. And you don't have to have an eating disorder pathology to end up overeating in a holiday and having problems from it. But if you have an eating disorder, goodness gracious, you may have been fighting all year, but now it is the season to gorge yourself, and with a 3,000 calorie meal. And 3,000 calorie meals are done for athletes that are working out 3 times a day and are trying to put on mass and whatnot. But when you're 35, 40 years old, 3,000 calories for a meal.
Just be wise. I mean, this is where tradition kind of crosses over. I mean, we can joke about the Italian mama or the Jewish mama, eat, and many of the family members really don't need to eat anymore. I'm not incredibly concerned about the occasional binge, but I'd say just be wise. Go and overloading on one turkey dinner, okay, but not the whole 3-day holiday. Just go back, use your common sense instead of filling a big plate. Fill a little plate. If you really want more, go back. Like common sense, people. You don't need Jay's extreme brain or my wallpaper to tell you. Just be wise, and sometimes just stop it.
But common sense is very subjective.
Common sense isn't very common anymore. Yeah, we all know that one.
But there are people that have a reward deficiencies syndrome, and they're those that cannot stop, and they will eat to the point of vomiting. There's others that have the same problem that basically won't eat, locked on or locked off. But the eating disorders are really difficult, and this is the time of year that if you know somebody that has an eating disorder, please be a little sensitive and not,
Why don't we do a show on that? I think that deserves a whole hour. Eating disorders.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. But before there, looping back at gratitude. All of us have a horrible tendency in the first world to look at what we don't have as opposed to what we do have. And of course, that's pushed by consumer culture. The attention economy is all based on consumption. So, just sit back and think about what you do have.
We're in the feedback business. Life is feedback, right?
Yeah. But positive feedback, like what's getting into your feedback loop here, right?
Well, that hot stove, that's pretty negative. I'm not doing that again. That 24th beer, I'm not doing that again. Southern Comfort, never again.
Even for your size, 24 might be a little bit much.
What about around the table? You got family around that's coming in, and there's always a fight that breaks out. There's always a crazy uncle out there. What?
Yeah. Temperance. I mean, like, why are you there? Why are you there? Are you there to argue with Uncle Bob? Okay. Are you there to go, okay, Uncle Bob is coming, I'm going to sit at the opposite side of the table? Like, yeah, why are you there? What is your purpose? Boundaries, be aware of triggers, all the classic Psych 101 stuff.
Politics? Talk politics?
Well, I mean, gosh, the good old US, I think many families just have to have ban certain topics if you're going to get together. I mean, it's horrible, but if you're that dogmatic and pig-headed, if you're have a hot singlet, yeah, if Uncle so-and-so has a hot singlet, don't engage. There's no way anybody's going to win. You're just going to have flying turkey, flying
But
cooked turkey.
my father in business said you never discuss at all politics or religion in business. Those were killer topics, and you could lose a customer, and in a bad way.
Yeah.
You could talk about weather. I mean, he was in the grain business, and local football, sports, things like that. But
Full circuit.
politics was basically a forbidden topic outside of at home. You didn't talk about your finances. You didn't talk about your politics. You didn't talk about your religion. I mean, a very, very uh, uh, solid boundary system.
That
But
can loop
that's
into gratitude though as well.
yeah,
Talk about what you're grateful for, share what is positive.
yeah,
I mean, everything. I, I don't know whether it's general knowledge, but the level of negativity that we're seeing is just going up and up and up and up. If you look at general conversations, the percentage of individuals where the potentiation of the negative, it tends to be increasing. And I think if we all make a little bit of an effort, to steer the car in the other direction whenever we can, we'll all be much, much better for it.
Have another glass of wine.
gee, negativity bias. What's that?
But that's how we're
I mean,
wired.
let's get on the wine.
Yeah.
Please, nobody take this out of context. But one or two glasses of wine, I always say it sweetens the conversation and enhances the taste of food. Just don't go over. I mean, we all know that certain phenotypes has the absolute opposite effect, and others, if you're drinking so you don't have to talk. Again, common sense.
Yeah.
Common sense.
And 'tis a season to be jolly, and it's not always a jolly season for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The next
you
one.
know,
Yeah.
my father passed the beginning of January, so the New Year's is a reminder of his passing, and my mom passed in December, so Christmas season is a reminder of the loss of her. So the holidays are bittersweet, but um, all of the songs are happy songs. There's very few things that point to remembering those that have passed on, and family traditions and things like that.
Well, Grandma
But
did get run
it
over
can
by a
be,
reindeer.
yeah. There you go. I guess there is that one song.
And I'll be home for Christmas. I mean, that's another one as
Yeah,
well, because the ending is, if only in my dreams, right? So
yeah.
there's some of that there as well.
Anyway, we've got uh, the mental health community is gearing up for their tax season equivalent for their CPA. The holiday season, acute disturbances that end up heading to the therapist in an emergency end up going way up.
Yeah.
So be sensitive to your friends, and family, and do what you can to support them so you don't trigger them. Um, tis a season to be careful, and um, uh, and being full of care is careful.
Where
But
is the
also, I don't,
grateful?
speaking of not going negative, here I go negative.
Oh boy.
The dangerous season for suicide or attempted suicide is actually post-holiday, frequently not during, because people can pseudo
Yeah.
thrive within that environment. It's the void after. Again, there's a whole other show there.
Is there a thankful part of the brain, grateful part of the brain? Can you train yourself to be more thankful and grateful?
I think we can. I mean, what else can you plug into Alpha, Jay? You plug everything into Alpha, right?
Yeah, I'm pathologically happy. So
Well, you grew up in North Dakota.
yeah,
Well, we've
so
taken a few
so
areas of
figured.
his brain out too, so
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
I always joke that the right frontal scar here has damaged my right frontal lobe, and that's why I'm eternally happy. You know, so people are over there going whack, whack, whack on the right front
That's
of
where
their
the
head.
buffalo kicked you.
Yeah. So
So it's Thanksgiving. We want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. We're thankful for our loyal viewers and listeners out there. And, be mindful of that crazy uncle at the end of the table talking politics on his second bottle of wine. Be mindful of that. Is that what we're saying, Dr. Marie?
Yeah,
Jay?
I'd say that's the time to walk into the kitchen and help Auntie so and so with the dishes, right?
yeah,
Leave him renting all by himself.
Yeah, help with the dishes. That's
Yeah.
you
yeah.
just have to.
I'm thankful for Pete, who has week after week after week cranked out multiple pieces of the episodes into little vignettes that are posted. And I don't know,
People don't like.
I never have looked at the rankings or whatever the hell they are, but I hear that the podcast is actually one of the high performing podcasts as far as the production of lots of topics and value. So
Well,
um, congratulations, Pete, on developing a large following. How many people are subscribed on this?
we got about 30,000 subscribers, Jay, and I thank you for that. And if it wasn't for you and Dr. Marie, this what do you guys see? You're overglorified tech. I'm an overglorified video editor. If this overglorified video editor didn't have you two, we wouldn't have anything.
Well,
So
I'm going to throw in my gratitude piece. I'm grateful that I'm honored that you asked me to join. It's been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure.
well, we had to wait out the two meatheads.
We had to show people that Marie was way more than just a pretty head of hair.
All right then.
And then for Santiago
There's a
on the
brain
other,
underneath all of this.
and Santiago all the way on the other side of the world, who's already celebrated and digested his Thanksgiving. We're thankful for him as well. John McRoot, all of our guests, throughout the year. Thank you very much. And for the people that love us, that don't like us, like the vignettes, don't like the vignettes, we're thankful for everybody coming around and hanging out. Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
The NeuroNoodle Podcast is supported by listeners and businesses just like you.